Welcome back to NBA Cinema, guys. So I want to talk a little bit about LeBron James on today, and I just want to talk about it from my perspective. As we know, his conversation about rings culture has been going viral lately, and now it comes out today through Rich Paul that LeBron wants a chance to compete for more rings. That shouldn't be the end all be all conversation about a player's greatness, as he put it just recently on this podcast with Steve Nash. And he opted into his $52.6 million deal with the Lakers. And, going forward, he's looking at how the roster's built and everything. And it kind of goes against what he said, because it's nothing wrong with him wanting to continue to play, but he made it clear he wants a chance to compete for more rings. Why, LeBron? Because you have four. You don't have anybody to catch at this point if they're not the end all be all. I know all players want to compete for rings, and yeah, you want to compete every year, but I think, he wants them to make more moves to get the roster in a place to compete for a ring. And he just opted in the 52.6. And I'm seeing Lakers fans like, well, why not restructure a deal that's more team friendly to be able to bring in more players, if that's your ultimate goal. So we're going to get into what LeBron said, just kind of revisit that and look at the report from Shams and what Rich Paul had to say.
It's funny, yeah, I don't know. I don't know why it's discussed so much in our sport and why it's the A-all, B-all of everything. You sit here and you tell me, Allen Iverson and Charles Barkley and Steve Nash, are fucking wasn't unbelievable. Like, oh, they can't be talked about or discussed with these guys just because this guy won one ring or won two rings or won, like, it's just weird to me.
Yeah.
So you can't sit here and tell me that, okay, well, because he only won one, the guy can't be in the same room with the guy who won two or three or four. Like, why not? This guy, he's our logo.
5 p.m. today, the deadline for players or teams to exercise options. One of those players with the decision to make is LeBron James. What more can you tell us?
Phil, LeBron James is opting in to his nearly $53 million player option for the 2025-2026 season. So what we do know is he will be playing a record 23rd NBA season. Still not sure whether he's going to play one more season or he has multiple years left. But I'm told he wants to compete for a championship next season, and he is uncertain about the Lakers roster moving forward. And my understanding is James is supportive of the Lakers positioning themselves around Luka Doncic, building for the future. And Rich Paul told me this morning, the Clutch Sports CEO, that the Lakers have been true partners of his and LeBron James for 8 seasons while he's been there. But as we see right there, he also told me the franchise is going to do what's best for them. They understand that they have to do what's best for the long term. And this adds an interesting wrinkle here in free agency. LeBron James is evaluating how he wants to finish his career.
That is a lengthy statement there from Rich Paul, and we know Luka's eligible for a 4-year extension, August 2nd. So with what you've been told, that statement we've just read, what does it all mean for the Lakers and LeBron moving forward?
The Lakers' perspective is they're doing everything they can to build the team the right way, to try to compete for a championship. We know they're in the center market right now. So you look at centers like Brook Lopez, Clint Capella, Al Horford, all available in the market. They're also dealing with Dorian Finney-Smith. He's got a player option decision, $15.4 million player option. He also faces a deadline later today. So they're doing what they can, but LeBron James clearly is of the mindset that he wants to compete for a championship, and he's going to be monitoring very closely. Are the Lakers going to make the moves that puts them in position to seriously compete in that vaunted Western Conference? And then if not, where do those conversations go? That becomes a subplot of this offseason.
Lakers, the 4 seed last year in the West. LeBron turns 41 in December. A whole lot of numbers to digest and parse through it. Shams, thanks so much for the update. You're with us all morning on SportsCenter as we get more info on this.
So LeBron James wants the opportunity to compete for more rings. And it's all fine and dandy. It just don't go with what you just said. You just said that the ring shouldn't be the end all be all. You have 4. Jordan doesn't have as many as Russell. So for your greatness to be cemented, you should already feel like that's there. Your case for GOAT and everything should already be there. You have all the other numbers over time that you've accumulated with points, assists, rebounds. I mean, your career stacks up with the very best. So why is there a push to still try to win rings? You know, I know you want to play with Bronny, and, you know, now you 41. Are you still trying to be the featured guy on the team that wins the ring? You're going to take a step back, become a third option, fourth option on a team. You know, but you're getting paid to be the star at this point, you know, 52.6 million. You know, to continue to play the game. So at worst, you'll be the number 2 option for the Lakers at 41 years of age. Now I don't know if that's a recipe for success. Um But I just kind of want to point out how hypocritical this kind of is. You made it clear that you don't know if or how much your future is going to be with the Lakers if they can't build a championship contender. We don't know how long you're going to play. It could be 1 year, 3 years, whatever. But you made it clear that you want to contend for a title. Why is it so important to do so? You know, at this point, you know, if they're in a, and the reason I say this is because they're in a rebuild. They clearly have Luka, but they're rebuilding the team, which the rebuild shouldn't take too long because Luka has been in the league for a few years now. So it was kind of like a 2-year window, and many are seeing it as you're holding up the way they want to build the team. You are the hold up for progressing the roster by you just being LeBron, the noise around you, you know, you not being as young as you are. Let's get a young guy in here who can defend, rebound, knock down shots in the corner. You know, and spread that 52.6 million around to some younger players that can contribute more across the board. You know what I'm saying? And so that's the issue. That is the issue. Let me know what you guys think about this in the comment section. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Till next time. Peace.